Hello. Hello. Hope everybody is having a good second day of your new year. I know I am. Yep. Looks like it's gonna rain today, which is all good. I don't mind that. In fact, I don't mind it at all. It does rain from time to time, I hear, in the world. Alright, so hope everybody's coffee. For those of you who drink it, it's nice and hot. Okay, let's see. Alright. Well, I've been thinking a lot about everybody over the last couple of days, or the last 40 something years. What am I saying? I just hope everybody has a good new year, you know? Alright, so we have a young person. This is a teenager. I'm gonna say probably about 17, something like that. But this female here, this young female, she's at that point in life where she can't quite speak for herself, but she can. You know, like, I'm still under the thumb of my parents kind of energy. You know, when she goes outside, of her house or wherever the people she's around, she just feels so free, like so youthful. She takes her shoes off and she runs through the grass and hugs the trees and, sings to the birds and, you know, cleanses her spirit, gets all that negative energy off, refreshes the way she thinks, depends on nature to cleanse her. This page is all about new ideas, new thoughts, quick youthfulness, creativity, and this is the kind of person that negativity doesn't phase this person at all. This person spends a lot of time to their self. They may be misunderstood, but they're very sure of themselves. They're very mysterious, very majestic. They kind of command energy. Like when they walk into a room, people stop what they are doing and acknowledge this feminine's existence. It's not like she tries. She may not even know how beautiful she really is, but she is. I mean, she knows what she wants and she carries herself very well. She is often the center of everybody's jokes. She is often the center of jealousy and rivalry where women are concerned. This is a loyal and devoted person. Like, these guest on chicks often wonder, well, why aren't we getting to her? Why aren't we getting to her? This feminine don't roll like they roll, okay? This feminine in the land of tarot rolls to her own beat, marches to her own drum. She doesn't hear the music of anyone else if they are not, God, like she doesn't have the capacity to take in what they are saying. This feminine is a very, when she walks into somebody's life, she brings them love, happiness, abundance, prosperity, healing, protection, money out of nowhere, she's not greedy with them. Now, they're like that with her, and she knows that actually. She is very aware of the BS that is going on around her, to her, against her, behind her back, behind the scenes when she's not available. But the thing is she views everybody as her family. She loves everybody. She isn't a judge of character. She doesn't judge people. The only way she would do that is if paid to have to do that in a position at a job. All right? This person views everybody as family and treats everybody that way. And see, a lot of the reason that people dislike her is because of how she is. I know, right? How can somebody dislike somebody and want to be them? Okay. Yeah, I hear you. All right, so this person is always on guard. People feel this person is always, needs to loosen up a little bit. No, they don't, because that's what keeps them safe. A lot of people want this person to walk on eggshells, to feel sickly, and it's just not happening. It's not. This person is so used to this. It's like fleas on a cat. They'll scratch. Their owner will notice they have fleas and then give medicine to them, and then it's over with. Yeah. It might be that people should be on the defense around this female because of how they are. Because this female is, you can't turn her. You can't turn her into a fake person. You can't turn her into a negative person. You can't worry her. You can't stress her. You can't break her. You can't nothing. It's like a soldier for the Lord. She's invincible. People, she deals with a lot of people who have financial problems, stresses, but most of the stuff, people that she's around, that have these issues, that make her feel left out or always have money problems, these are issues they've created for themselves, and they're needing a handout to fix them. And she has gotten to a point where she has stepped aside and doesn't, do that anymore. She can't. She got to a point where she's like, hey, look, if I got money to hand you for you to do you, and I want to do me, and I have to, go here to do me after giving you this to do you, and I'm behind, but you did you, and you're still behind, but I'm behind for doing you, so now I'm behind double. No, she quit doing that. So her act of love is giving people strength, helping them find strength within to find their own outcomes because they are dissatisfied in their life, and she is not, and she is done carrying that. There's a difference between loving somebody and looking out for them and tendering them, and them, deflecting you and, treating you like crap. So she apparently found out about this and is walking away from that situation and has considered her options emotionally and has suffered the loss and the remorse of this situation. But regardless of all that, she is loyal and devoted as a family member, and that's where she can help them. She cannot help them in money. So her way of doing is finding a new perspective in their life, which is going to give them a new beginning. So in the land of tarot, it looks like this young woman has been the scapegoat for a lot of people, namely family, for a long time, because we've seen this page age, and over time. But in here, this young one has a lot to worry about. So, assuming she doesn't fix it now, it's not going to change in the future. So, yeah, so far she's having to be a lot more mature than her age should call for, you say, right? No, she's exactly where she needs to be, where God needs her to be for her path and his will and way in the world, because that's what matters, right? Right. But this young lady in this reading here looks to be very prosperous from what I can see. So I'm going to be wishing her the very best. In the land of tarot today, we have a youthful female who is wandering around figuring out what to do. Maybe she's taken aback from her studies for a minute. Yep, and ran outside to get a fresh new look on things. Kind of getting overwhelmed a little bit. So yeah. I don't think she's too worried about getting sick, or she would have kept her shoes on, huh? Alright, love, light, and peace, babe.